Hi, my darling. Hello, my darling cupies. Yeah, there we go. Look how naked the wall is. I have been working hard. Kind of like packing shit up to the best of my ability. While I watch Mr. Snowflake's more like listen to, but you know what I mean. Listening to Mr. Snowflake's documentary series on Foodie. Oh, I need to stop picking at that. That's actually, yeah, I need to stop picking at that. I need to chill the fuck out and stop picking at my skin so much. I really slept rough last night because I know that like my hair was not this rough. But anyway, to the lovely person who made sure I knew how much of a lazy bum I was. Thank you. I'm fully aware. Interestingly enough, someone replied to one of my comments that I made on a Shaun of Steel video a year ago, very recently, and I got the notification. I don't know if that was yesterday or this morning or what, but I looked at it, I was like, oh wow. And I was making fun of this guy who was crying because, you know, it was the consequences of his own actions that his family was leaving him. Because, you know, he refused to shape up. He refused to change. He refused to better himself. And so his family was like, hey, we're kind of fed up with this. You treat us like shit and you're not changing at all. And you're not doing anything to help yourself or to better yourself. And we're kind of sick of it. And so someone replied to me, explaining to me as if my sarcastic comment did not express well enough that I understood exactly what the situation was. But it made me see one of my other old comments on the video on how that from also a year ago, in which I said that I wouldn't be going down on any sinking ship with nobody. And I replied to my own comment saying, God, this aged like milk. And to the lovely person who told me that I am in fact wasting my time and doing fucking nothing. I know, that's what I've spent my whole summer doing. What do you think I'm fucking beating myself up over? You think I'm fucking stupid? You think I'm not self-aware? I'm self-aware. I don't need it pointed out to me. I'm self-aware. I'm just also really fucking crippled. It's like I stand up and I fucking can't see for a solid 5 minutes straight. Or hear, frankly. Terrain loading. It's like a really laggy video game where the fucking terrain is still rendering. You know? So it's like, and that's just the blood pressure part alone. It's not even getting on the fact of what my body itself fucking does, you know? That's not even fucking getting into the bum leg aspect of it, or the fatigue, or the shakes, because my nervous system is shot to shit. But, you know, making excuses and whining on the internet. I've known this whole summer that I've had to pack this up. That's why I've been beating myself up so fucking harshly about it. I've had this whole fucking summer to do something productive with myself and done nothing. Nothing. So yeah, I know. But yes, thank you to that person, that singular person, for pointing it out. I absolutely needed that because I'm absolutely not beating myself up enough about it at all. And then I love that I saw my own comment that aged like fucking milk, where it's like, oh yeah, I don't care if a person's not going to help themselves. I ain't going down on anybody else's sinking ship with them. Don't care how much I love them. If they're not going to do anything to help themselves, I can't be doing that, you know? And then I'm sitting here like, well, that age like fucking milk. It looks like I'm not fucking doing shit to help myself. I'm fucking worthless. Like seriously, I'm a fucking waste. Like, you know what one of the biggest thoughts that I've had most of this summer, one of the heaviest thoughts that I've had is that everyone would be better off without me. That's been like such a heavy thought on my mind for a lot of this summer, especially as I stare at this room and realize how fucking worthless I am. Completely useless. You know? Like, I really sincerely hope that the person who said that never fucking knows what it's like, you know, to feel that way, to feel so helpless, to feel so hopeless, to feel so completely fucking worthless and useless, frankly. To feel like all you are is a burden on your family and that your family and everyone who cares about you is better off if you just took yourself out of the equation entirely. I hope that they never fucking know what that feels like. Because it's a really fucking shitty feeling. It really is. My body's been betraying me since I was just a teenager. Maybe even longer than that. It's just that when I was a teenager is when I became aware of it. Because that's when it started to properly affect me. When it started to properly fail. And I don't know, it's like, only the person, like, that they kind of, like, it's like, I don't know, it didn't bother me that they said that, because it's like, okay, thank you for reinforcing what the little mean voice in the back of my head's always saying anyway. It's like, oh, here you are, whining on the internet for an hour instead of doing anything to help yourself. And it's like, yes, I fucking know. It's almost like I'm physically disabled and need actual help. And that I'm trying to do this independent and on my own when I can't. I have a little over 2 weeks until school term starts. That's not enough time to recover after moving dorms. This is why I'm a little bit miffed. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit miffed about this. I wish the school had told me sooner or had the dorm ready sooner. I know how much recovery time I need when it comes to these major fucking expenditures of my energy, of my spoons. Because, you know, it's very spoon expensive to move. And it's just, oh God, it's getting warm. Damn it, I was hoping it would stay nice and cool today. So it's just, it's just very, very frustrating that it's like I needed extra time for this because I knew that it would take me everything and that I would need time to be able to recover before courses begin. And now I'm realizing that I've been basically screwed, which is exactly what I was expecting. And it's like all summer, like I said, I've been basically useless to help myself. I get it. Whatever. Maybe that's why I defend the girls, because I'm just like them. I'm useless, and all I do is whinge on the internet about problems I cause for myself, right? I'm just a worthless, disabled person whinging on the internet instead of doing anything about it. Except, suppose I didn't eat myself into my disability. In fact, my disability cornered me into not being able to eat. Funny that. I used to be a very muscular and very fit person. I used to play soccer. I was an athlete once. I missed that more than anything. I never felt more alive than when I was an athlete. I was a athlete. I did track. I did soccer, otherwise known as football in the rest of the goddamn world, because everyone else has got sense. But it's like I was a proper athlete, you know? And the thing is, I shouldn't have to justify the fact that I was something of value before I became disabled. That's the fucked up bit. I shouldn't have to justify that I had any kind, like, I shouldn't have to sit here and express that, oh no, I was worth something once, and then my disability took it from me. I shouldn't have to do that. It's a fucking disgusting game that society makes us all play, where we have to fucking justify our own fucking existence as a disabled person. Like, seriously, this is a sick fucking game, and I'm tired of fucking playing it, especially since the fact is, as my ass is gonna probably end up like Stephen goddamn Hawking. I'm gonna be drooling on myself in a goddamn wheelchair by the time I'm done with fucking college, and I won't be useful physically, but I'll be only useful for my fucking brain. I'm not saying that I'll actually be drooling on myself or anything. I don't reckon my shit's actually degenerating that fast now, but I could be very well in a wheelchair though. So, so it's just very frustrating to keep playing this game over and over again with society, because it's like, I'm over it. I really am. I'm just so tired of it. It's like, I shouldn't have to justify shit. For one thing, I'm going to college. I'm doing something to try to better my situation. Mostly because I refuse to rot in the ghetto on disability for the rest of my life. Because I know that's the alternative. And I think I'd rather end myself now than fucking have a life of that. Because that's no life at all. My mom didn't have college as an option. I've watched her struggle with that life. That's a kind of misery I do not want for myself. The constant barely getting by and trying to struggle to make ends meet. Absolutely not. So yeah, I know that I'm absolutely worthless in helping myself and doing anything to fix my own situation, and all I'm doing is sitting and whinging on the internet. But I don't need it pointed out to me. I'm self-aware. I know. That's part of what I'm complaining about, is my own uselessness. Because my own uselessness makes me a burden on everyone. And I am a net negative on society. If somebody had watched my 1-hour video, they would have heard and actually saw what I was talking about, instead of fucking being like, well, stop complaining on the internet for an hour and actually do something about it. Did I attract someone from the Amber crowd? Is this what this is? If that's the case, hello. I will have you know I'm actually nothing like her. I just hate that the conversation around her actually happens to be very ableist and tends to shit on disabled people in the name of shitting on the girl who ate herself into her disability, which a psychiatric disorder, such as an eating disorder, causing one to eat themselves into a physical disability, still counts as a disability. Mental disorders are a disability. So I'm sorry, it's not even a good argument. Good Lord. I mean, yeah, she's problematic in her own special kinds of way, but at least she's not Foodie fucking Beauty. Ugh. Ugh. It's like, it is... Because I know that, look. I know that I've probably attracted a wee bit of, attention from the, Amber crowd. Wait. It's chilly outside. I don't need to turn on the air. Fuck you. But yeah. Because I've been commenting, because I've been directly acting very counterculture to the whole, conversation surrounding Amber because of the fact that I have been very displeased in the amount of ableism that has been absolutely rampant. It's like, it's one thing to criticize her for being, you know, a toxic person to those around her, but it's another to be completely ableist. Because how many of us are, in fact, a burden on everyone we love? You know? Everyone talks about Amber as always going to be a burden on everyone she loves, or everyone who cares about her. But they never think about who in the audience might also be a burden. Who else is disabled while watching this? And that's my fucking issue with the conversation surrounding Amber. And yes, I know it's a goddamn mess behind me. I'm crippled. Sue me. In fact, this here is my duffel bag full of overflowing clothing. No worries, I'll be shoving it all down in there soon and zipping it closed. It's all clean. I just ran out of space in my drawers. This is dirty clothes. Just a wee little laundry basket. I do need to wash those clothes, though, because a few of those dresses I'd like to wear to class at the start of the school term. Ow. What did I do to my ankle? It hurts. Oh, shit. Perfect. Okay. I found what I was looking for. Oh, shit. That is some old Skinny Pop. I really forgot that I had that. Oops. I'm that bitch. I'll have like a snack food that I snacked on like at the beginning of the month, and then I'll find it at the beginning of the next month and be like, oh, that's probably beyond stale now. Will I still nibble at it? Probably. See, the thing is I feel very frustrated all the time because I'm not allowed to fucking die, you see. So I am stuck here because everyone else would lose their goddamn shit if I were to, like, you know, exit. Because they, like, I don't know, care or something. And that's fine, I understand. People be caring about people. That's not the complaint. The complaint is, how do I reconcile being a burden with that, though? You know? How do I find the happy medium between? Where can I find that I'm not too burdensome, but also, like, you know, not dead. Because I'd really quite like to know. Because I'm fucking useless. There was a hair on my screen. And that was because of me brushing and braiding my hair. Just woke up, so You know how that goes. But yeah, I'm like I said, I'm not really so much, I'm not really hurt by what that person said. Because, like I said, the things I say to myself are far worse. Trust and believe. Trust me, baby. Nobody on the internet can say anything to me that's any meaner than what I say to myself. I know how to hurt myself beyond what any of you guys can. So if I do end up with a couple of haters or a couple of hateful people watching, do your worst. You can't ever hurt me more than I and my own family have done and will continue to do. But it's also kind of unjustified and really unfair. It's not the same as a person who's unwilling to take accountability or unwilling to help themselves. My body is degenerating. No, that's not the word. It is getting... Sorry, I really hate bandages. They wig me out. It feels like it freaks me out. It feels like they're just gonna reopen wounds. Sorry. My anxiety got me. No, it just... I don't know, it's not like I'm sitting around like, doing things that are actively harming myself and then bitching about and complaining about, like, the consequences. I'm doing everything I can to take care of myself. You know, I've cut out the inflammatory foods. I literally live on fucking 3 foods at best because my body's a cunt. I have conditions that promise to progressively get worse. They are progressively degenerative disorders. One's genetic and the other's autoimmune. And they both will make sure that I have a very, very, very hard road ahead. Oh, so even if one were to try the whole brought it on yourself argument in this situation, it was purely genetics. So it doesn't even work in that regard in this case. So the argument that you can use against the girls can't even work against me. So, and like I said, I'm doing everything I can to try to manage it. It's just I'm still trying to maintain some level of independence in a increasingly non-independent, capable body. Sue me. But for those of you guys who are, like, you know, actual, like, supporters and stuff, I do appreciate your support and everything. It's very chilly this morning. Opening this door was a good idea. I didn't want to have to turn on the air. I couldn't manage that. I'm taking a wee break because I did get a lot done. Look how empty that wall is. I actually took everything down off of all of the walls. Aye, good work I did. And so I'm taking a wee bit of a break to do this wee little video because I've kind of been watching Mr. Snowflake's series on foodie, and I was like, okay, I need a break. Oh, okay. No, I thought there was something on my finger, but no, it just turns out that I've got skin that's peeling. Oh, my mom's supposed to be coming by today. Anyway, so yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. I'm cooked. Wish me luck. Bye.